Hi, it's Disney Girl back for another episode of my Disney's Magic Kingdoms game. So today we are going to be talking a lot about attraction enchantments. So this is a new feature that came to the kingdom in update number 31, which happened on July the 2nd of 2019. So this is what it looks like when you are in the process of enchanting your attraction. So this first one here is Daisy's Diner. That was one of the first ones I did. Now also Mickey's Fun Wheel is behind, and that is going to trigger some dialogue with Merlin in a second here. So it says, congratulations, Daisy's Diner has reached the first enchantment. So now we can collect Daisies Ears Hat's token and 5 more magic now every single time. So that is great. Now the Fun Wheel here is part of a kingdom quest. This is the first one we should have done, but here is Merlin. Splendid! Just as we thought. The Fun Wheel is sure to create more magic now, and a greater variety of tokens as well. I expect this will be a particularly useful technique going forward, and my expectations are rarely off the mark. That is true. Congratulations! Mickey's Fun Wheel has reached the first enchantment, so now it collects the Pixar ball plus 2 magic. So it doesn't guarantee, guys, that you are going to be able to collect it, but it does give you that opportunity. Quest complete. How enchanting! Let's be sure to enchant as many buildings as we can. The more magic, the better. I agree, the more magic the better, and since this has happened, I noticed that a lot of our attraction times have changed. For example, the Fun Wheels time has now changed to an hour. It used to be under 3 minutes, so that is something interesting. Mickey's house is kind of the same, sort of works in that regard. It used to be like 1 minute and 10 seconds. It's now a lot longer than that. So if we want to get to the second enchantment, we can actually go ahead and do that, but I am going to wait a little bit. Oh yeah, I forgot. We did Donald too. We did 3 attractions. Oh wow. Okay. I almost forgot about this one. Donald's boat has reached the first enchantment. So Mowgli's basket now can drop from this and 5 more magic. So that is awesome. Ooh, and we got a piggy bank. So it will still drop, or has the chance to drop, other character tokens as well. So the piggy bank for Scrooge is one of the new ones that it can drop from DuckTales. So we're going to be seeing that probably a lot being dropped. The sailor hat for Donald will be next. Now Donald's maxed out for me, so unless they put out a new costume or something like that, then maybe we'd have to collect those again, but I doubt it. So I'm sort of done with that. Now there are a lot of attractions and stuff like that with enchantments, and obviously they can go up to 5 levels, so that's quite a bit. And they'll obviously allow you to sort of drop more of those character tokens as you level them up. So again, it is going to take some time for sure to do these. These are not going to be easy to do, so pick your attractions wisely. This one here, I believe it can collect Michael Darling's Ears Hat or something like that. I do have a list though that I'm going to be going over with you guys today of some of the new attractions that can be enchanted in the kingdom and what they can drop. So I don't have all the answers, but I do now have a little bit of a spreadsheet that was sent to me. So thank you so much for this. It is amazing, and it is going to sort of help you guys. He's going to give you guys a little bit of a guide into which attractions you should be enchanting in your kingdom, depending on where you are sort of in terms of your main storyline. So I do have a list of the building enchantment tokens and rewards and stuff like that. So I'm going to be kind of going down the list right now and talking to you guys about what I know these attractions apparently are going to be able to drop for us in terms of character tokens and stuff like that, okay? So this is more specific to character tokens as you level them up, but you guys will be able to see also how much magic and stuff, depending on what level, obviously, my attractions are in terms of their levels right now. I don't have anything higher than a 2 though. So let's start with Mickey's Fun Wheel. On the first enchantment, it will drop the Pixar ball token. So you guys can see that right here on the screen. It says it has a chance of dropping Mickey's balloon. That is obviously still there, but when you enchant it, it does possibly drop the Pixar ball as well, which is great for leveling up your Toy Story characters. Now, as we can see here on the screen too, it says the second enchantment requirements. So it has the blueprints, the relics, obviously the balloon, which is right there, so that the attraction is collecting for itself, which is great, and 5,000 magic. And then it will collect next time, once it is enchanted, or it can, I guess, drop it, is the pumpkin token, which helps you guys to level up the Cinderella characters, which is pretty amazing. Now, after this, guys, you guys won't be able to see this on the screen, but when you level it up to a level 3, you will have the chance of it dropping the pirate flag token as well. So that will just be added there in terms of character tokens and stuff like that in your row. I believe that is common as well. So it will just sort of continue there of the possible drops that you guys can get. And then at a level 4, it'll be the Scream Canister, which is the general token you guys will need to level up your Monsters Inc. characters. I don't have any information above a level 4 right now, guys. Again, as the months sort of go on, I obviously might sort of update this video and stuff like that, depending if I sort of get a more up-to-date sort of sheet or whatever of list of attraction enchantments. If you guys already know, or you guys have any information or like a spreadsheet or chart for me, again, you can feel free to send it to my email. Obviously, any information obviously helps. All right, the next one we are going to look at is Mickey's house. So Mickey's house right now is needing some enchanting. It is not enchanted yet, but the first enchantment requirements, I still need the common blueprint token, which can be found in bronze chests, attraction enchantment chests, and resource chests. So I just need to collect more of those guys, which might take a little bit of time, but I will keep you guys obviously posted on that. Now I do have the rest of it, the relics, the balloons, and the magic. Now at the next enchantment, the rewards are going to be, as we can see, Mickey's Ears Hat plus 3 magic. So that will be obviously the first enchantment. Then level 2, I have, it says the Sheriff's Star. So that is for Woody to level him up. Now, again, I don't need any more Mickey's Ears Hats or any more Sheriff Stars for Woody because my 2 characters for those guys are maxed out. But if you guys are a smaller kingdom and stuff like that, that will be extremely useful to do early on to level up those. It's weird to say level up attractions. It's not really something I'm used to yet. But again, I'll get used to it over time. At a level 3, it says it will drop Carpet's Ears Hat. So that is interesting. So Carpet, guys, is part of the Aladdin collection. So that's kind of unique, I guess, that Mickey's house is going to be able to drop that. And then at level 4, it's going to drop Zazu's Ears Hat. So that is pretty awesome. Again, I don't have any information for anything above level 4 for any of the attractions yet, guys. So again, everything's just sort of up to level 4. So, now I guess we'll move on to the next attraction, which is going to be Goofy's Playhouse. So, I haven't enchanted it yet. The first enchantment requirements you guys can obviously see on the screen. Right now, it doesn't drop anything for me, but if you guys enchant it and you still need Goofy's Ears Hats token, you guys will be able to collect that from enchanting the attraction. At a level 2, it drops the Astro Blaster token. And then at level 3 and 4, I do not have the information for that yet, but I will keep you guys obviously posted when I get that information. Mickey's Filler Magic is going to be the next attraction. I think that is all the way over here in my kingdom for some reason. Mickey's Filler Magic. Okay, so they're the first enchantment requirements. I haven't obviously done it yet. Mickey's Filler Magic drops, obviously, the Prince Charming Gloves, we can see right there, plus 4 magic once you enchant it. At a level 2, it'll be his Ears Hat. At level 3, it'll be Zero's Tombstone, and Zero is part of the Nightmare Before Christmas collection. So that is obviously a limited time character, just like Carpet and Zazu that we talked about earlier. So naturally, you guys have to have those guys in the kingdom for it to actually drop those. And then Buzz's Ears Hat at a level 4. So you guys, all you have to do is unlock Buzz in order for that attraction to be able to drop it. So that is very useful, but I can imagine Mickey's Filler Magic. You might even be done maxing out Buzz by the time you actually get the attraction fully maxed out. So I think that might be the only bad thing. It's quite difficult at the moment to actually enchant your attractions right now. So that is just something, maybe it'll get easier over time. But right now it's still quite difficult to collect, especially all of the blueprints. The relics seem to be okay in the bronze chest and stuff, but the blueprints, not so much. So relics are kind of easy. Blueprints are kind of hard. At least that's what I found in my kingdom. So the next attraction we're going to look at is Donald's boat. So we already know that we enchanted that today. So you guys got to already see that the next enchantment will possibly drop Donald's sailor hat, and it will go up 6 magic of an increase. So that is actually really useful. And at a level 1, it has the opportunity to possibly drop Mowgli's basket. Now, you won't see that here because my Mowgli is maxed out. So that's why you can only see there Scrooge's piggy bank that it can collect. But again, that's just the attraction in general. That has nothing to do with the enhancements. So again, Mowgli's basket would be added there as well if I needed to still collect for Mowgli. Okay, but again, since he's maxed out, you don't need any more. Level 2 will be the sailor hat. As you guys can see, that is for Donald. Level 3 will be Donald's ears hat. And a level 4 will be Michael Darling's ears hat. So that is going to be extremely useful for me because I haven't unlocked Michael Darling yet. But I am hoping to do that probably in the next, maybe month or 2, hopefully not any longer than that, but we'll sort of have to wait and see my progress on John, because I'm working on welcoming John Darling right now. So once I get him in, I'm sure there'll be some quests, and then we'll unlock Michael and stuff like that. So again, depending on how long that takes, will depend on how long it'll take for me for Michael, but it's okay. I just think though that Donald's boat will be the one that I actually focus on in terms of enchanting and stuff like that. Now, you guys do see here, you may have noticed that I actually have all the blueprints, just not the relics, which I was saying was a little bit easier to get. Now, the thing is though with the blueprints is DMK did give us a gift if you guys purchased the Slinky Dog Dash and the Star Adventure before update 31. You were given some extra blueprints and stuff like that to help you out. So that is why I actually have more there. I just haven't used any of the ones they've given me yet. So that is actually super useful. So I just need to work on collecting more of the relics and stuff like that, and then we'll be good to go. So I am looking forward to leveling up that one for sure. So the next one is going to be Daisy's Diner. So we're going to go all the way back over here to my Mickey and Friends section. And there's Daisy's Diner. And she is obviously baking pies. So the first attraction enchantment for this is going to be Daisies Ears Hat. Now you would see this here because I'm obviously past the first enchantment now. But the thing is my Daisy is maxed out, so it will not obviously appear there, and there's no costumes or anything to collect for at the moment. The next one is going to be Minnie's bow, which we can see here. So that's not going to be very helpful for me because I obviously have my Minnie maxed out too. So that'll be useful though for you guys that are working on leveling up or welcoming Minnie. After that, at level 3, you have the possible chance of it dropping Dewey's plane. So Dewey is one of the new characters, part of the DuckTales collection, so I highly doubt anybody at this point has him maxed out. So again, that will be very useful if you guys want to sort of speed up that process. The sailor hat obviously is for Donald again. Now Daisy's Diner though needs to be enchanted to a level 4 for that one. Next, we're going to talk about Pluto's house. Let's go over to Pluto's house, which is right almost next door, just down the street. And the first enchantment. So I don't have enough blueprints for this one yet, but working on that. So once we do that, it's going to be Zero's tombstone, which we can see here. After that, it is going to be Drizella's hair feather. So Drizella is part of the Cinderella collection. Maybe you guys have her maxed out, maybe you don't. She is actually going to be useful for the tower challenge, so make sure you guys have your Cinderella characters leveled up for tomorrow. Then level 3 will be Pluto's Ears Hat. So if you guys have Pluto, then that will be helpful. Now this attraction though is a premium attraction. You do have to purchase this one for gems, so not everybody will have this. So it will just obviously sort of depend. 2, you don't need to have Pluto in your kingdom for this one, but obviously if you want it to drop his ears hats at a level 3, then you will obviously need to have him in the kingdom. And I don't know what it does at level 4 just yet. Then we're gonna go and talk about Chippendales Treehouse. So I don't actually have this one yet. It is actually a premium attraction and it is 200 gems. I have not put my gems into this. Maybe if it goes on sale at some point again. Like I know it's gone on sale before and I haven't been able to purchase it, but I've purchased like something else when it usually does that. But if it ever does, I'm probably gonna purchase it. So Chippendales Treehouse here is 200 gems and it will drop 121 magic every 6 hours. So if you guys enchant this one, I only know what the first level of enchanting will do, and that is going to drop Dale's Ears Hat, okay? So I already have Dale maxed out, so even if I did have this, it wouldn't be very useful to me. Next one we're going to talk about is Minnie's house, which is right here. So Minnie's house, oh no, that's Pluto's. Oopsie, didn't click the right one. Minnie's house. So Minnie's house, we can see here, drops the toy saddle. Now the toy saddle, guys, that is part of Bullseye. So I have Bullseye maxed out, so this wouldn't help me out very much. But if you guys are still working on welcoming or leveling up Bullseye, this will be extremely helpful. If you enchant it to the 2nd level, it will drop the Palm Fan token. Level 3 will be Minnie's ears, and level 4 will be John's umbrella. So that would actually be useful to me because I'm working on John Darling right now. So if I do have the opportunity to get it that high before I max him out, that would be fantastic. Now, speaking of fantastic, why don't we look at Fantasmic? Fantasmic here is one of my favorite attractions. It's super duper cool. Now Fantastic, it can drop the Blue Moon fabric, which is interesting that it will actually drop a fabric. Kind of cool. The other attraction we're going to look at in a minute that drops fabric is actually Steamboat Willie. But again, we're going to talk about that in a second. At a level 2, it's going to, the Fantasmic that is, it's going to drop an orange pattern fabric. Level 3, a white and blue fabric. And at a level 4, rope material fabric. So this is actually all useful, guys. You're probably like, what on earth is this fabric? This is actually going to help you out with a costume, which I'm going to show you right now. The costume is Mickey's sorcerer's costume. It is so cool. I love this one, and there is some fantastic animations and stuff like that, so I am very much looking forward to showing you guys that in the future. Mickey's actually in the costume right now. Now I can't send him off on the quest at the moment because unfortunately I do need him for challenging the tower. I'm trying to remember which one it was. Someone told me just the other day what the quest was. Magical Lights, that's it. So it's a 6-hour quest with Mickey, and he has amazing animations there. But again, this is the costume that you guys would be working towards when you enchant that attraction. So I think that is actually really awesome if you guys really want that in your kingdom. So the next one, as I said, we are going to talk about is, we'll send Mickey on 60 seconds. Oh, I don't know why it teleported me there. Steamboat Willie. So Steamboat Willie here, there's the attraction. Now we can see there it can drop the classic fabric, which is awesome. Now I don't know what it does though after level 1 of enchantments. Level 2, 3, and 4 are currently unknown. So if you guys know, you can always add things to that in the comment section below, or again, send me an email about what you know. If you guys don't have an account on YouTube and you just you're watching the video, you guys can always just email that to me. My email can be found in my about section on my channel page. Again, it just helps out the community, guys. Now the Slinky Dog Dash is the next attraction we are going to look at. Now this is a new attraction. This was part of the Toy Story 4 release. This was a pretty awesome attraction. I really like it. Kind of cool. I bought it in a bundle actually. You could have bought it in a bundle or for gems, so it was just sort of up to you. So I already have it at the 2nd enchantment. Now that is only because DMK did it for me. I was kind of weird. I wish DMK had just given me additional like blueprints and stuff like that and been like, and relics or whatever it wanted, even magic, and just been like, oh yeah, okay, here's a bunch of stuff, you decide what you're gonna do with your attractions. I kind of was a bit upset that they just enchanted it and didn't like let me choose if I wanted to or not. They just kind of skipped over all that. So it's kind of like, okay, now you're messing with my kingdom. You took away some of my attractions and concessions out of it with the with update 31, and now they went ahead and did that, just enchanting random attractions. I was like, okay, well, you know what? You can stop touching my kingdom. It's my kingdom to touch. Anyways, just a bit annoying. But anyways, third enchantment requirements you guys can see here, which is Rex's Ears Hat. Now, before that, it was Bo Peep's Ears Hat, the Comet Target, which you guys can see on the screen there. Then level 3 will be Rex's Ears Hat, and then level 4 will be Bunny's Ears Hat, okay? So, again, you can see Rex is there. My Rex is maxed out, so it won't appear there even if I was to enchant it. So not really that useful to me. Bunny, yes, Bunny's Ears Hat will be useful, but again, I don't know if I'll have Bunny maybe maxed out by the time I get to that point. Now, I noticed that this attraction here is 15,000 to enchant, which is a little bit more than some of the other ones. I'm not like overly happy that it's going to cost that much magic to do things like that, but yeah, it's going to take quite some time for this one and to get like all the requirements, because you can even see the relics, like 50 relics. Like, what? That's crazy. So many relics. We're going to be collecting relics for like ever in this game now. Oh my gosh, absolutely crazy. So that is a Slinky Dog Dash. The next one we're going to look at is all the way over here. It is going to be Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blaster. So this attraction with Zurg on top of it. It isn't enchanted yet, so you guys can see here the first enchantment will drop us the Monsters Inc.'s hard hat, which is useful for leveling up Mike Wazowski. Now my Mike is maxed out. I have quite a few of them maxed out, I guess, right now. So yeah, Mike is maxed out, so it won't drop that for me, which doesn't really give me an incentive to do it. Jack Skellington's Ears Hat will be level 2 enchantment, and then level 3 will be Boo's Ears. So Boo being not Bo Peep, is Boo as in Monsters Inc. Boo. So yeah, again, that'll drop that Ears Hat. Now I think I'm basically done for Boo. I think she might be like 16 hours to level up, or else she might be an 8 or a 9 now. So I probably won't end up using this one, unfortunately, either. So quite a few attractions to enchant, and it's not going to be very useful for me for sure. Those ones will be left behind for now. Then after this, we're going to look at the Star Adventurer. Back all the way over here. I need to move these things around. I realize this is a newer attraction that can be found in Merlin's shop. So you guys can head over there and purchase it if you want. It's nice and small, which makes it fit nicely in all kinds of areas in your kingdom. Now, the Star Adventurer at a level 1 can drop Ducky's Ears Hat. So this is going to be obviously extremely useful because Ducky is one of those new Toy Story 4 characters and new to the kingdom. So obviously very useful to level him up. Then we can obviously see the next enchantment is going to be the Spaceship Target, which is useful for Bunny, okay? So whether you're working on Ducky or Bunny, this attraction to enchant it is going to be quite useful. Level 3 will be Zurg's Ears Hat, and a level 4 will be Fauna's Ears Hat. So I'm done with Fauna and Zurg, so again, not very helpful to me. After that, we're going to talk about Jessie's Snack Roundup. So there it is, nice and small, another nice small attraction there. And we can see right now it needs to be enchanted, and these are the requirements for the first enchantment. The next enchantment will be the Partysaurus Helmet, which is obviously useful to level up Rex. Yeah, that's one of Rex's tokens, guys. I always find that super amusing, but yeah. Anyways, Partysaurus Helmet is a level 1 enchantment. Level 2 will be Sarge's Bucket. And then that's all I know about that one. I don't know what 3 and 4 do for you, but yeah. Sarge's bucket. I already have Sarge maxed out, so again, won't be very useful. Al's Toy Barn is going to be the next attraction that we talk about, which is right here. And I haven't enchanted it yet, but you guys can see that Ham's hat is a level 1. It will also give you 4 more magic, which is useful. Now, Al's Toy Barn, when you enchant it to a level 2, will have the chance to drop Jessie's Ears Hat. Level 3, I don't know, but level 4 apparently will drop Zero's Ears Hat. So that could be useful, again, if you're working on the Nightmare Before Christmas collection. Now, Pizza Planet is the next one we're going to go and check out. So that's over in my Space Mountain area. So we can see the first enchantment is going to drop Wally's Ears Hat token. My Wally's maxed out too, so will not help me out with that. Level 2 will be Ham's Ears Hat. Now 3 and 4, I don't exactly know what it's gonna do for us, but Pizza Planet can be very useful for your Toy Story, obviously, and Wally by the looks of it. Next is going to be the Toy Soldiers Parachute Drop. Now, I think I put that away because I needed to put out Syndrome 0 Point. Unfortunately, because it was dropping, who was it? Was it the pin cushion? I'll check in a minute. I forget. It was doing something for me for Princess and the Frog, I think. So I was like, oh, I need that in my kingdom right now. And it was about the same size, so I just swapped it out. Toy Soldiers Parachute Drop, we can see right here, and the first enchantment will give us Sarge's Ears Hat, the second one will give us Rex's Ears Hat, the third will give us Celia's headset, so that would be Celia May from Monsters Inc., and then level 4 will be John Darling's umbrella again. So that is also like Minnie's house on the 4th enchantment. They will collect the same thing, so again, that could be useful maybe for me to do. I'm not sure if it's any more useful than Minnie's house, but could be something that may happen before I obviously max out John Darling, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Next, I was going to show you guys quickly before I go to the next one. Yeah, so it was oh gosh, what's the name? I think it's the pin cushion. It's for Eudora. I'll just check the name here. Yeah, pin cushion band. So Eudora needs this one, so that's why I swapped it out, guys. So she's a 9. She's not going to be useful, I don't think, she will be useful, but I don't think I'll be able to get her to a 10 to make her the most useful for the Tower Challenge Chapter 2, but that's okay. Prince Naveen is there right now. I'm going to leave him to bring him in for the live stream tomorrow, and obviously, Princess Tiana will be there as well, so we'll be able to see their welcome screens, but I'm going to leave those guys for now. Kind of have some fun for the live stream. And then the RC Racer is the next one we're going to look at here. So the RC Racer, I haven't enchanted yet, but on the first enchantment, it will collect Lady Tremaine's ring, so you need that to level her up and welcome her. Actually, no, you don't need it to welcome her because she's a premium character. Premium character, so you actually purchase her in a bundle or for gems. So it's kind of up to you guys. I have her in my kingdom already and she's maxed out, so it wouldn't be very useful for me. I worked pretty hard to get my Cinderellas maxed out. Yeah, they were a little bit more challenging though. I found Anastasia, Drizella, and Lady Tremaine took a little bit longer, but that's okay. The Cinderella collection I find was one of those ones that you have to work quite hard at, but it was fine. I had a lot of fun with the dialogue with them for sure. She was quite a useful character to help me out with Anastasia and Drizella for sure. So anyways, we can see Lady Tremaine's ring. Then it's going to be Carpet Tassels. So again, that is for Carpet from Aladdin. So we talked about earlier Mickey's house. That was going to drop Carpet's Ears Hat. And then this one at a level 2 enchantment will drop the tassel. So this could be very useful if you guys don't have a lot of Aladdin characters, but you have Carpet and you're kind of trying to work on maybe leveling them up for a tower challenge, or, you know, to just sort of like have at least one Aladdin character sort of maxed out or something like that. I think Aladdin was a premium character during the Aladdin event. I wasn't playing DMK at that point. But basically I believe Carpet was one of those ones, so again, this could be very useful, I believe, for that. Now, if I'm wrong on that, I apologize. You guys can correct me in the comment section. That's totally fine. Level 3 enchantment for RC Racer is going to be Merriweather's Ears Hat. So Merriweather is a premium character. She is part of the Sleeping Beauty collection. She's one of the fairies. She's the blue one. So she will, like, obviously she's helpful for like leveling up your Sleeping Beauty characters and stuff like that. So if you can level her up, she's usually useful for tower challenges and stuff like that. So it wouldn't be a bad idea if you guys have her to enchant this one if you want to try and like level her up quickly and stuff like that. Now level 4, I don't have any answers for you guys. It's blank. So you guys can always, again, add to anything here that I don't have. Toy Story Mania. So we're going back over to this section. Gosh, it's still a little bit all over, so I apologize for that. But Toy Story Mania is here. And we can see that I haven't enchanted it yet, but the first enchantment rewards will be the virus tracker and then 5 magic. So that, again, is going to be quite useful if you guys are working on Pleakley from Lilo and Stitch. The virus tracker does help out with him. I have maxed out all my Lilo and Stitch characters, so I don't need that. But again, if you guys are trying to work on Pleakley, that is obviously a pretty easy one just to enchant it once and then it's done. Now the thing with Toy Story Mania though is that it is in Merlin's shop. It used to be for 30,000 elixirs. I'm not quite sure if the price has changed on that since the update, but I purchased it just before the update. I think it was update 30 I purchased it. Just before update 30 maybe. Anyways, I added it to Kingdom pretty recently because I thought it was going to be useful for collecting maybe Toy Story 4 characters, but I think that all kind of probably changed in the whole grand scheme of things because they were doing all these attraction enchantments and nobody had any idea what they were doing. So this didn't end up being very useful to me, but that's okay. This attraction is actually quite interesting how it helps you out. So again, the virus tracker for Pleakley at a level 1 enchantment. Level 2 apparently is the bitten bread token, which is for Abu from the Aladdin collection. So that was actually quite interesting that this one helps out with that. And then level 3 is Lady Tremaine's Ears Hat. So again, very interesting. It has a wide variety of collections it helps out with, which I really like, especially to do with level 1 and 2 being from like limited time event characters. So again, that can be very useful, especially if you open like a legendary chest and let's say you get Pleakley or Abu. It's like you can actually enchant one of these attractions that will help collect if you guys don't have any characters or enough characters that can sort of help you level those guys up. So again, can be very, very useful. I kind of like that they added the attractions to be able to collect these other character tokens in some ways, especially for the limited time characters, because again, like we don't always have characters that can collect for things, so I find this is actually quite helpful if you guys are trying to work on that. Now again, I don't enjoy how it's so difficult to enchant these, and we're gonna have to start enchanting all kinds of collections. So this is where I'm hoping that there's gonna be a better way to get more blueprints and relics, because I'm starting to get a little nervous because there's so many attractions. There are so many. I don't even know how many there are in the game, but if you guys know, put it in the comment section. But yeah, so like there will be like the jumping jellyfish. That was for elixirs. It doesn't have any enchantments available yet. So we'll be updating you guys in the future when they sort of add more content and stuff like that. Now they are going to be doing it for limited time attractions, which I'm a little bit surprised about, to be honest. I thought they were just going to do it with main storyline attractions, but they've even said here that they're going to do it for limited time too. So that's why I'm a bit nervous. If it was just main storyline, I could handle that, but I think the thought of like limited time event ones, I'm just going, oh my gosh, we have so much work ahead of us in this kingdom now. Like, it's crazy. So Ariel's Grotto will be coming at some point from the Little Mermaid. Again, that's just one collection, guys. Then we're looking at, well, where's another collection? Oh yeah, so apparently Princess and the Frog going down the bayou is going to be able to be enchanted at some point. Aladdin attractions. Again, none of these are available right now to take a look at, but these ones are going to be coming along again with our main storyline ones, like Cause Jungle Gym. That's coming. So again, I'm hoping they release these slowly, because I'm not quite ready to do more than Mickey and Friends and Toy Story right now. I think it'd be just too much. So I'm hoping they wait a little bit before they start doing any more than that. I'm assuming Peter Pan is going to be coming pretty soon as well, especially with Tinkerbell. You get her pretty early on, so I'm sure that's going to be coming quite soon. Winnie the Pooh is another collection, guys, that we're going to be enchanting all of these attractions, so it'll be interesting to see what they can help you out with and collect for and stuff. And I think that might also too give some people an incentive to open some legendary chests to try and get these attractions and stuff like that, especially if they're going to be able to be enchanted and stuff. So again, all of them all have the same thing. Attraction enchantments not available for all of these ones, but again, they are coming. So we need to stick together. We need to keep getting prepared. And again, any information helps everybody in the community. So I'm more than happy to share like all of my information with you guys. So if you guys have it and you want to kind of share it, I'm kind of a good way to do it. And I try and do it relatively quickly too. Like I usually try and do it within a week. I try and get all that information up for you guys. So I think I'm kind of a good resource that way for you guys if you want to know what's sort of going on in terms of these attractions and everything else with the kingdom. Yeah, the internet, oh my gosh, I bet you that one's gonna be super hard. I don't know why, but just looking at it, it's such a complex attraction. I can imagine they're gonna make it super hard to enchant it there. Oh, is that Knowsmore in there? I don't think I ever noticed that. I think it is. Guys, if you look like by the magnifying glass there, I think that's Knowsmore. That's so funny. Never noticed that before on the internet. Wow, found out something new in my kingdom, guys, about an attraction. Bet you all these guys already knew about it. Yes is like, totally knew that. I don't know if Felix did, but we'll see. Maybe one day it'll be useful for that. Alright guys, so that is everything I know right now about the building enchantment. So hopefully you guys found that useful. If you guys did, let me know in the comment section below. Now, the one thing I did actually just want to add quickly, California Screaming will not be enchantable. Neither will Space Mountain. Or, oh, wait, It's a Small World will be able to. Okay, so literally California Screaming and Space Mountain. I didn't realize this one. This must be a new thing. I clicked this the other day and I literally didn't see that. So It's a Small World is going to be enchantable, but why not Space Mountain? Question mark. So this is the old way it used to appear on the screen for us. Basically pretty simple. So we've got two giant attractions there that aren't going to be enchantable. What about this one? Nope, Big Thunder Mountain either won't be. So I don't know why It's a Small World is showing up as possibly enchantable. So interesting, guys. I didn't think any of the main ones were going to be. But looks like it's a possibility now. Yikes. And we still have to one day get Everest. I was hoping we'd get some land in Update 31. I've literally, Update 30, I was sure we were going to get land. Update 31, I was like, there's no way they won't. But yeah, especially because their images and stuff they posted, you could see it in the background. So I felt like it was a bit of a teaser and then they didn't release it. So I'm convinced that it's coming, and that was sort of their way of letting us know, like, hey, just so you guys know, it's coming in the future. You just got to travel there first or something. I don't know what they were trying to say to us, but they were trying to give us some sort of little sign for sure. So hopefully you guys, again, have enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big Mickey thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit that little bell for post notifications so you know when I do live streams and post videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you for the next one. Bye!